Wait. Listen. Don't scroll for the next few moments. Because if this message keeps finding you again and again, you should pause and ask yourself one question. Why does it keep appearing? This isn't about fear. It's about paying attention. What you're about to hear is an inspirational reflection presented in the voice of Archangel Tzadkiel. Wait. Listen. Archangel Tzadkiel says, "My child, you have ignored this message many times. Not because you don't care, but because you believe there will always be another chance. But what if today is the day you finally stop running? What if today is the day you choose faith over fear? Because every time you ignore the quiet voice calling you toward hope, forgiveness, and wisdom, you also ignore the opportunity to become the person God created you to be. Wait. Listen. You've been praying for a breakthrough. You've asked God for a sign. You've cried when no one was watching. You've smiled while carrying burdens that no one else could see. And yet, when your heart is gently reminded to change, to forgive, to let go, you tell yourself, maybe tomorrow. Archangel Tzadkiel says, tomorrow has stolen many dreams. Don't let it steal yours. Think about that. How many blessings have been delayed simply because fear convinced you to wait? How many opportunities disappeared because doubt spoke louder than faith? Wait. Listen. The greatest battle isn't happening around you. It's happening inside your mind. Fear says, you're not ready. Faith whispers, take one step, and God will guide the next. Which voice are you listening to? Archangel Tzadkiel says, I cannot force you to choose hope. But every day, I remind you that God's mercy is still reaching toward you. That's why this message matters. Not because it predicts the future, but because it invites you to reflect on the direction of your life. Maybe you've been carrying anger. Maybe you've been holding on to regret. Maybe you've stopped believing that anything good can happen. Wait. Listen. Don't let disappointment become your identity. God hasn't finished writing your story. The chapter you're living in today is not the final page. And what comes next depends on the choices you make starting now. Archangel Tzadkiel says, release what keeps your heart heavy. Forgive where you can. Walk in wisdom. Trust God one step at a time. Because healing begins the moment you stop looking only at what you've lost, and start noticing what God is still placing in front of you. So before this message ends, ask yourself honestly, what have I been ignoring? The answer may change everything.